You're watching KSG News Explainer. In this video, we are going to talk about India's first space mission in 2022. The Indian Space Research Organization successfully launched the Earth Observation Satellite EOS-04 on 14th of February 2022, along with two other satellites on the PSLV C-52 mission. This is ISRO's first launch of the year and follows the failed launch of the EOS-03 satellite in August last year. Now let's get into the details. The two other satellites were INS-2TD, a technology demonstrator from ISRO with a thermal imaging camera, and InspireSat-1, a student satellite developed by the Indian Institute of Space Technology to study the ionosphere. The satellites were launched on the PSLV from the first launch pad at Sriharikota. It was the 23rd flight of the PSLV in its XL configuration with six strap-on motors. Overall, it is the 54th flight of a PSLV rocket and the 80th launch from Satish Dhawan Space Center. Now let us tell you about EOS-04. The EOS-4, formerly known as risat-1A, is a land-based Earth observation satellite that images using radar. On 14th of February, it was inserted into a sun-synchronous orbit at an altitude of 529 kilometers from the surface. EOS-04 is the sixth satellite to be launched under the risat program in the last decade. Built at ISRO's U.R. Rao Satellite Center in Bengaluru, EOS-4 carries synthetic aperture radar that can peer through all kinds of weather and clouds during night time as well. Its data will complement the data from Resourcesat, Cartosat series and risat 2B series and will be collected in the C-band. It will be used in the fields of plantations, flood mapping, hydrology, and more. The satellite weighs 1,710 kilograms and will function for at least 10 years. Now, let us tell you about INS-2TD. INS-2TD is a precursor to the India-Bhutan joint satellite INS-2B, built by Bhutanese engineers who were trained at UR Rao Satellite Center from 28th of December 2020 to 25th of February 2021. INS-2TD is a tech demonstrator carrying a thermal imaging camera. The satellite weighs 17.5 kg and has a mission life of 6 months. It will assess and monitor land temperature, surface temperature of water bodies like lakes and wetlands, delineation of vegetation of crops and forests, and thermal inertia or temperature variation between day and night times. Now let's tell you about InspireSat-1. InspireSat-1 is developed by IIST in association with University of Colorado, US, Nanyang Technological University, Singapore, and National Central University, Taiwan. INSPIRE stands for International Space Program in Research and Education and was launched in 2017. The CubeSat carries two scientific payloads, one each to study the Earth's ionosphere and to observe the solar flares. Contrary to what its name indicates, InspireSat-1 is the third satellite to be launched by the program. InspireSat-2 and InspireSat-5 were launched by US giant SpaceX. Weighing 8.1 kg, InspireSat-1 is expected to function for a minimum of 1 year. That's all we could pack in this edition of KSG News Explainer. Thank you so much for watching. To join KSG India courses and to crack the IELTS exam, visit ksgindia.com. You can also get a PDF of this explainer on ksgindia.com.